Get ready with me and let's talk about why America wants us to breed more. There's a new urgency in America, and it's not about child welfare. It's about making more babies, no matter the cost. Politicians and think tanks are pushing policies that frame childbirth as a patriotic duty. But behind the slogans and the subsidies is a system that doesn't value children, it values control. And its adoptees, birth mothers, parents part of the LGBTQ+, BIPOC families, and anyone outside the nuclear norm will pay the price. So let's break down red flags behind this Make America's Make Babies agenda and what it means for the future of family, freedom, and reproductive justice. Red flag number 1, it rewards reproduction, not care. The plan dangles incentives, tax breaks, medals, even stipends for people to have more babies, but only if you're married, straight, or uphold Christian values. Here's what they don't mention. The system doesn't support care, it supports output. There's no guarantee of childcare, no universal paid leave, no maternal health care expansion, especially not for Black mothers, who are 3 to 4 times more likely to lose their lives to pregnancy complications. And while they're celebrating birth, they're ignoring the brutal pipeline that forces many women, especially poor and marginalized women, into placing their babies for adoption. Rewarding people for giving birth means nothing if we refuse to care for the lives involved before, during, and after delivery. Red flag number 2, only traditional families get support. The Heritage Foundation's Project 2025 is super clear. Government support should only go to married couples that are with a mother and father. That means single parents, LGBTQ parents, families formed by kinship care or adoption that don't fit the mold, well, we're left out. This isn't pro-family, it's pro-conformity. So it's not really surprising that they don't support ICWA, the gold standard of adoption, which is the Indian Child Welfare Act. Because the people who are supporting this agenda want to take away protections like that for Native children. Why? Because it interferes with placing kids in Christian homes. And let's be clear, ICWA isn't reverse racism. It's about stopping the continuous theft of Indigenous children, something this country has a long and shameful history of doing. Red flag number 3, it targets the most marginalized, and it romanticizes adoption. People from marginalized groups are already disproportionately surveyed and separated from their kids by the child welfare system. And this would allow the system that already punishes poverty and difference to get more power to define who's fit to parent and who's not. This isn't support. This is a well thought out plan that has been in the back of people's minds since they took away Roe v. Wade and complained about the decreasing domestic supply of infants. And now we have RFK Jr. saying that children are a resource. And they're worried about children not growing up in their communities with their values. This Make America Make More Babies and pro-life agenda are all interconnected and just so happen to frame adoption as a happily ever after ending to an unwanted pregnancy. And here's what they're not saying about adoption. Many adoptions are rooted in coercion and poverty. Families, especially BIPOC and marginalized families, are policed and not supported. And these are many of the same people who do not support free school lunches, affordable childcare, and that's because they see babies not as people, but as inventory. And in states like Utah, many of the adoption agencies that these same people are supporting exploit legal loopholes to trap out-of-state mothers, often cutting them off from any support they may have from family, legal counsel, and it makes it more difficult and sometimes even impossible to change their minds. These women are flown in, isolated, and pressured to sign away their parental rights before giving birth, creating what experts refer to as a human marketplace. This isn't about life. This isn't about making babies to help families with infertility. This is very much about supply. And if you're new to my page, I hope that you will click all of these and sign up for my mailing list, because I am working with adoption change makers, from adoptees, adoptive parents, birth parents, professionals, for a one-day adoption conference that will be in New York City. So if you sign up for the mailing list, you will be one of the first people to hear about tickets, details, and all that good stuff. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. My name is Melissa, and I am an adoption educator and author. These are my books, where you can get wherever books are sold,